Y'all know what it is, your boy Big Boosie, man. Street Knowledge Podcast. Y'all know what I do, man. I bring that flavor. I bring that noise. I keep telling y'all, man, I've been here a long time. I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot of things, and I've done a lot of things. But I left a lot of things alone, and that's what brought me to create Street Knowledge Podcast. Now I got to bring one of my guests up here. He's been around a long time. He's been doing a lot of things creatively through Florida, through Atlanta, from Newark, New Jersey. I mean, the list goes on with him. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of friends in a lot of high places, man. And he actually been in that belly of the beast. And this is why we're here today, to explain to you young guys, to you young females, that place is nowhere to be. And this is why we speak what we speak. And that's why I had to bring one of my good friends here. I don't see him all the time. He's somewhere in China or Cuba. I don't know, wherever he's at. But he changed his life. And this is a guy that I respect a lot for the things that he have done and things that he showed. Even with, we're going to get into that a little bit later. But I want to introduce you to y'all, my brother, OG Ryder, man. What's up, OG? What's good? Yeah, nah, we here, man. Yeah, man. We here, man. And I want to say one thing. I'm very proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
I done seen you in action, good form, bad form, and chill form. Your good form, if it wasn't me, it was either Jay Black to be like, yo, bro, chill. And it's like when you stand for something, you'll go hard for it. And sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, you'll overreact with certain things, and then, we gotta stand by you, but when we get back to the crib, we'd say, yo, man, you was wrong in that, but we never gonna go against you out in public. That's never gonna happen. But then we see you on your chill side when we somewhere just in the club, just hanging out, chilling, you smiling. Nobody will never know that other side to you.
Indeed.
And I'm only bringing these points up right now because of the change that you made in your life. And I've been reading your book. And for y'all don't know, this book right here, my brother wrote it, Level 7. And I seen how you did a lot of change for your kids. That's most important in the world. And even you gave your kid's mother a shout out. That's a beautiful thing. Most people don't get along with their kid's mother. And even if you didn't, you still gave them love regardless. So now, I want to get into some things, man.
Get into it, Boost.
All right.
Boost with the juice.
My brother, can you explain to them where you come from? We're going to start with this.
Jersey, man. Shout out to Jersey, the whole Jersey, though. Shout out to the whole Jersey, man.
Right.
I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey.
Right.
You got to get to me before you get to Newark, before you get to Jersey City, before you get to New York. You're traveling down that 1 and 9.
Right. No doubt.
So Elizabeth, man, we small, but we big at the same time. Newark is our backyard.
Right.
We connected. So that's how it always been like, my composure of being both places at one time.
Okay. So what was it like in Newark, New Jersey for OG Ryder growing up in the household, and what might have created OG Ryder from the household up to now? We don't got to get into everything, but just let them know.
Principles?
Okay.
Yeah, principles. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Right.
Principles, morals. It's certain things. I was around certain people that you couldn't just do what you wanted to do. You was held accountable for it. In some form or fashion, you're going to have to stand on that,
Right.
And that's been something that's molded me and helped me along the way as well.
Right. Right. So from the household to outside, where did it start with the morals and principles? And when you say morals and principles, what do you mean? The morals and principles of not doing the dishes in the house, and the morals and principles of being a stand-up guy when you outside with people. So where did it start from?
It stemmed from my family. House, everything is domestic. Violence, everything. It starts domestically.
Right.
As we know, domestic is home. So I think a lot of my ways stem from home. I was raised by females.
Wow.
You know, 4 or 5 females raised me. My mom's got 4 sisters. So you gotta understand, that's who raised me.
Wow.
And my grandmother.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? So I was installed with principles. Outside of them, any manly figure that came from my uncles, and of course they was in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
So at a young age of 8, 9, and 10, I got molded from both places.
From women.
You know, from women, giving me my morals and concepts of understanding life, man, and certain things, and how to just carry yourself, you know?
And you know, with women are the most strong-minded people on this planet. First of all, when we are 10, they are already 15.
Indeed. They're
mentally, you know what I'm saying? And they always say it takes a man to raise a man. But when you got a strong woman, sometimes that doesn't really matter, because you got a strong woman that can raise a man like a man when they already know what it takes. So I understand where you're coming from, and I respect that. Big shouts out to your sisters and your grandmothers and your mothers for doing that. Me, you just broke something brand new on me. I would thought you was raised by a man. I know how you move, but we'll get into that later.
A lot of people think that too. Like,
that's
a lot
a
of
fact.
people don't understand that. Now, outside of the streets that raised me, I went to jail at 15 years old. So
wow.
you take that from me, right? From 15, you go back to 10.
Right.
So from 10, I was in the streets on my own.
Wow.
From getting into it and not seeing eye to eye with my pops. So not having a father figure around.
Right.
Of course, now the streets was the only father figure.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? On top of the women, and all they did was just give me the guidance, the principles.
Right.
Let me
Facts.
know I am special.
Facts.
Let me know it's more to me. You get what I'm saying? They give you them basic things to go off, because ain't nothing like a woman's love.
They nurtured you.
Indeed.
And make sure that you understand, okay, your father not here. We still gonna make sure that you don't miss that guidance.
Indeed. They still gave me that love. So love was something I always knew. I always understood how to, a small glimpse of it, concept of it.
Right.
And that always guided me through. They let me know, you know, they installed that inside of me too.
Wow.
That was enough to go on. Even doing my bids, doing the bid at 15 years old, I had 5 years, my first bid.
Wow.
So doing that, you know, that's what helped me get through.
Your first bid, you was how old?
I was 15.
15.
Yeah, I did 5 straight too.
Wow.
I had no way out. But the crazy thing is, I did have a way out, bro. I had a way out, but I couldn't take it, you know? I wasn't going to tell. And at the end of the day, the person that did tell, that happened to be someone I look up to, my uncle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you learned that at 15 years old,
man.
not to tell.
Not to tell. And that's crazy, because his sisters and his moms watched me go through it. So they watched them tell on me. The same women that raised me. You dig? They came to court, sat in the courtroom.
Wow.
Yeah, and they looked at him stunned too, just as I was stunned.
Right, it was
like,
amazed.
Okay, yeah, and they told me, you're not wrong for never speaking to him again.
Nah,
so
not
at
at
that
all.
point,
Not
it was
at all.
like, you know,
Never.
that was a wrap.
Never.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you went and did your time, and you came home, honorable person, and after that, what was next for OG Ryder?
I didn't even know, man. I didn't know. I was so young, and just, that scarred me so much to where it left me determined to make something out of myself.
Right.
I guess you could say, right? But I didn't put positive first. I had my negative. So that's what started my negative. That first bid didn't do shit to me.
Nothing, because you're still invincible.
You know,
you're young. You're
and not
young.
only that is where you go. It's a difference between state and federal. I tell people that.
So your first one was state.
State.
Right.
And that shit is like camp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That then you around a bunch of people you know. You running around with dudes, man, that you familiar with. They familiar with you.
So you still having fun inside of jail. It is what it is.
Yeah. So you're not learning what you should learn at the time, right? You're not getting the discipline you should get. You're not getting the installment that you should get. Like, nah, this ain't cool.
Because you ain't got to worry about paying bills on the outside. You ain't got to worry about a car note. You ain't got to worry about nothing.
For the outside world. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And that accepted, with me having that acceptance, that was scary.
And see, that's one thing about jail, what we trying to teach the youth. Y'all know your parents will take care of y'all. And when you go back out of this jail, y'all don't have to face paying bills or nothing. You go back and live with your mother. So when you're in jail, you can have fun and wild out. When you get back out, you're going to have some fun. You don't have a responsibility to the fact.
That's another thing. People are privileged. I guess that's what they call privilege, right?
We all was.
Indeed.
I'm not taking nothing from the message I'm sending, and I'm only being able to send this message because I was one of them as well. My mama told me, you keep getting locked up, I ain't coming to get you. And guess who come get me when I get locked up again? My mama, spending her hard-earned money.
My first bid, I didn't call my mom's. I called my father. And that's the last time we spoke.
Wow.
Yeah, to this day.
And for what reason is that?
Because of what he told me at 15 years old, man. He said, man, don't call here, man. I can't do shit for you, son.
Wow.
Real talk. I ain't even understand that concept. I'm a child, man. What the fuck you mean you can't do nothing for me?
Wow. Don't
call you, man. These crackers done whoop my ass from where they had me at all the way to the jail.
Right.
I'm thinking, call my pops, man. My nigga.
At least come there if you don't have any money.
That, man.
Just show some type of support.
It fucked me up. That one phone call. Only got one call. So I'm thinking, I'm going to make this call count. I know the call.
Right.
That's a lesson it never left my soul, man.
And see, that's deep right there. Because there's a lot of fathers that care about their kids and do things for their kids. And sometimes when kids get a certain age, they forget about the fathers. Yeah. So that's a whole nother story within itself.
Because you don't understand what a father go through, what that man went through before he became a father.
Right. But still, when you are a father that can at least show some type of support, you would at least would have respected that part, and you would have understood. Because you would have understood.
I don't understand that.
When you don't answer me back,
it's no excuse.
That's no excuse.
There's no excuse. So like even now that I'm a grown ass man, I still don't see the reason why I can't come to terms with sitting down with him.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If I could accept that, what you said at 15, how can I not accept it now at 30-something years old?
Right.
You got to just keep pushing.
What kind of excuse what kind of an excuse
you taught me not to treat
make?
my children like that. That's just what you gave me.
Well, he taught you indirectly, but that's still smart of you to learn that was a lesson, because you could have still let that bother you. And that could have scarred you to teach your kids.
Yeah, I had it the hard way with that shit, man. Like getting locked up and facing 5 years, my first bid, not even knowing what's what. And then getting told that. So it's like I was on my own.
Right.
At that point, from that point on.
Right.
I just started doing the time, man.
All right, so now you came home. You was back outside. You still was a knucklehead, should I say. Still a knucklehead. Right. We all been through it. So I think we know everything, and we want to come up with another plan. So what was OG's movement after that? Like, what led you into getting yourself into that big boy trouble? We're going to skip over all the preliminaries. We're going to go to the big boy trouble, what created this right here.
Yeah, the streets, man. That shit, I grew up around some wolves, bro. So, I came up around people that you couldn't just talk that shit, man. You're going to have to go prove it.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Stand around them, man.
Facts.
Like, these is real wolves, my nigga. Not tough guys. It's a difference. Tough guys go looking for trouble. Wolves let trouble come to them, and then there is no more trouble ever again, because they eliminate that shit.
Right.
So you're a wolf because of how you handle situations, right?
Right.
With that being said, man, I was around people that always handle situations a certain way. So that led me to just leveling up in life.
Right.
Man, and then with the gang shit, man, that's a whole different type of realm that grabs at your heart and your soul. You got fake gang members and you got real gang members.
Right.
It fucked me up so much, bro, that I became so much involved and real and wanting to be so much real, not wanting to break a rule, that it took my whole goddamn mind frame, bro. I was gone. That's what led me to this level 7 shit. I was accepting life. I was accepting the death penalty. This shit I had to face though. So God challenged me, like, you can face that? I get to Florida, Tampa, Florida. Lock my ass up, face the death penalty. It just started getting worse and worse as I see myself accepting this shit for what it is. So gotta be real, right?
So I want for my audience, I want you to break it down what you was just saying. What made you feel that so basically you felt that what you was doing once you signed up for that, it wasn't right to actually do that, because the fake part of it, you believed they was real. And you would have jumped off the roof for your loyalty, because you was raised with morals to make sure that you protect what you believe in.
Indeed.
And they was not.
A lot of
they wasn't holding it down for you.
But my circle and what I was around, they were. That's what made me gravitate to them more. I come from a different cloth, bro. I sit back and I watch now how, a lot of sets get washed up or get locked up together and they start telling each other. Right. I was fortunate to be a part of what I was a part of. My family, man, that shit was deep. It opened my eyes to a lot. So it came with a lot of discipline in itself too, because you're
Right.
playing with some big dogs now, with some steppers.
Right.
You ain't playing with no people that
Right.
just want to act like they wearing the flag and be cool
Right.
for a female. Fuck all that.
Right.
You want to play? Let's play. We out here for real.
Right.
So getting in that league, I didn't know that it would really become okay. It don't stop, nigga. You gotta keep going, level up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? I
like
don't
telling
know.
a
Yeah,
lie.
you
You
can't
gotta tell
play.
another lie.
There you go.
To keep up with
so
that
when you
lie.
doing real shit, you gotta keep doing this real shit, right? You gotta keep
rolling.
putting that work in. You gotta
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
stepping. Don't stop.
Because if you're doing it good,
Real
they're
talk.
gonna call on you to do another one
There you
good.
go, man. And if that's what you mean, when you really mean this shit, it'll show. Like a lot of these dudes just talking that shit, man. You ain't did no time.
Mm-hmm.
You know no time.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't about doing time. You smart if you got not you got away with this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's one thing to get away with something, and it's one thing that you actually never did shit.
Right.
That's why you ain't doing no goddamn time.
Right.
You ain't fooling me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't really did shit.
Yeah.
If you did enough of that shit, my nigga, your ass gonna sit down. And that's where it led me. Sit your ass down.
And a lot of them, they just get lost mentally and
Yeah,
keep
trying to prove a
having to
point.
do and keep having to do. And then when the police sit on the side and write up, oh, he did that,
That
or he
shit
did
add up.
that, or he did that.
Jacket become
and
worse, man.
they even forgot about all the things that they did until they sit in that interrogation room and they bring it all back to them and they be like, oh,
You know what hurts the most?
How they
than
remember
getting,
that?
You know what hurts more than getting told on? Getting told on by a family member.
no, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I had to realize that when I experienced that.
That's
I
a
thought it's
fact.
one thing to get told on, right? Cool. But a family member, when you do that shit, when it came like that, it hurts your heart because you do things for a person out of love. You don't expect shit, right? But then when you wake up and you realize it ain't no love. So now you like, what the fuck I did all of that for? I put my
Right.
life in jeopardy, put my life in danger
Right.
for the situation out of loyalty. So you realize, take away love, take away, it ain't must be no loyalty either then, huh? Because I done threw my whole goddamn life away for
Nah,
it.
that's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? Money is money, that's one thing. But when a person really give a fuck about you and they can show you in actions by going all the way out and just really crashing out for you.
Right.
I was young and stupid as shit, bro.
Right.
Nobody doing that nowadays. People get sent on dummy missions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
For you to actually do things out of the kindness of your heart, but still get told on, that shit bring you to tears, man.
Right. And see, this is what I've been telling all my young cats out there. When you get locked up, you want to call on your people to spend their hard-earned money. But if you have a set that you're running with or homeboys that you're running with, they should be able to have some money for you to get you out of jail. And not only that, it doesn't make sense to you until the police get you and show you all the crimes that you've done. Now you gotta say, all right, I don't want to talk to you. I want a lawyer.
You gotta do
I
what's
want a
right,
lawyer.
level up.
But the way things is going now, they not doing that no more. Oh man, he said I can get 10 to life for that, 12 to life for that. They show you all that, and y'all forget the one rule: don't talk to them until you have the right to remain silent until you see a lawyer, and y'all start talking. Be quiet, and you will get the best results from being quiet. You end up wanting to tell on your friends, and that's why snitching is never good. Meaning, don't do a crime if you can't do your time. But if you do a crime, make sure that you are
Man
able
up,
to
do your
hold it
time.
down and man it up. I got a man sitting right here next to me, was a young boy, 15 years old, telling you, and it's right here in this book. So he can't make none of this stuff up, and he's very well known. So everybody getting ready to see this all across the podcast world, and they'll call him out. And I know that's not going to happen.
Shout out to Level 7, they on there, man.
Nah,
Let's go on there.
that's a
Shout out
fact.
to North, man. Shout out to Avon. Shout out to the A. Shout out to everybody. New Direction. Each one teach one. Yeah, of course. We held accountable for what we say, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in, man. Nothing but love. I see you, Capri.
Yeah, tell Capri what up.
Of course, man.
My
Nothing but
bro,
love.
what up?
That's big bro, man. He taught me a lot in this game, man.
No doubt.
Positivity-wise, you know?
And then, so now I want to know, so you've been through the trenches. You know, we're going to skip over it because basically you broke a lot down just now about showing loyalty when you were in up under that umbrella and you didn't get to reciprocate the love back. So now, what was the breaking point for OG to say, man, I'm getting ready to change my whole life and do something better for me.
When everybody turned their back on me, bro, when I was facing that death penalty.
Wow.
Real talk. Yeah. That shit broke me. And it's not that what I was facing that broke me. I was accepting of it because I know what comes with the territory.
Right.
But it's the people that I thought was my support system.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit was like, again, I'm in here for these people.
Mm-hmm.
That broke me down, like watching these motherfuckers not even come to court. You know, family members again.
Right.
So it disturbs you to a point where it's like, man, this ain't even worth it.
Right.
You start realizing like it is more to me as a person, as a man.
Cause y'all come for me and help me when y'all need me to do some bull crap for you. But when I'm here behind these walls and I need you to come just to court to show some love, their favorite excuse is, you know, I couldn't come, bro. The police have been on my neck and da-da-da. What you mean you couldn't come and I'm in here behind the walls? Your name ain't in nothing. I didn't implicate you in nothing. If the police was thinking about you, they'd have been at your house already. And it ain't even about you implicating them, meaning if they was worried about you the same way they didn't know about me, they came looking for me. But they have an excuse for not being by your side. And that's what these young cats don't understand. They think when they wake up every day, they see their homeboys, oh, we going to look for the ops today. And the 5 people that's with them, maybe even 10, when y'all get caught, maybe 2, 3 of them might hold it down with you. But the rest of them is going to, they telling, and they're going to disappear on you. And then you done.
But facing that, you know, it helped me man up. It helped me grow up a lot. Because I realized, like, this ain't nothing to play with, bro. You might never see the streets again. So I remember sitting in them cells a lot.
All your life.
Yeah, I remember sitting in that cell a lot, like, just thinking. That's all I used to think. Like, dang, how the fuck? Never again, that's it. Not one more time. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, it hits you every day looking at them walls like, this is real.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now you know, okay, this is where everything you've done, this is what your end point is. This is where it gets you, right?
That's deep, man.
You can continue to do this.
Right.
Or it's like, you know it is another way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's try something different. Let's level up.
Right.
And that takes me to level 7. You get what I'm saying? Your mentality change, man. The way you start looking at things change. And it starts with yourself first. The way you look at yourself.
Nah, no doubt.
I mean, if I can do all of this wild shit and create this much uproar,
I get it.
Why can't I do something positive?
And create an uproar.
And create an uproar in a positive manner.
Right. Because you got brains.
It starts with you.
And that's what I want my young people to know out there. Y'all got brains. When I was locked up, I watched people make chess boards for us to play chess on because they wouldn't give us the boards or they was old and raggedy. I watched people make beautiful cards. They draw the picture. It looked just like a card that you go buy out of a Hallmark store. It ain't just as good. Don't get it twisted. But they make it just as pretty and beautiful. They'll sell it to another inmate for him to send home to his loved one. I watched them take a comb, take a razor blade out of a razor, put it into a comb, and shave people's hair and get a haircut looking just like his and get the points just like that.
Creativity.
I watched him take a Walkman motor out of a Walkman, take those paper clips and unfold them, sharpen them up at the end, put it to that the Walkman motor, and they go up and down fast. And they had ink sent in from jail. However they got it in, I don't know. And they created a tattoo gun
tattoo on my body from
in jail.
You know that?
And that shows, so that's what I'm saying, bro.
Every tattoo. I ain't never get
If you could think about that in jail,
my shit's like this. Everyone, look at them.
While you outside, you could think about
official tattoo.
Facts.
But you know, that's creativity.
You could think about something when you out here free. But when we out here, we forget about all that. We want to go out and do mischievous stuff and crazy stuff, something gonna bring us quick money, or we want to follow the Joneses because Greg over there got all the girls and he getting some money selling whatever he's selling. I want to follow that. But all money ain't good money, man. And use your brain to create something smart. And now we got too much technology where you can sell all kind of stuff on the internet. Man. Yes.
That's real.
That's a fact. So now, Benj, you spoke about the book. I want to get into the book. Y'all see this book right here. Y'all see the book, Level 7. Now,
Level 7, man. It's levels to life and mentality.
Levels to life and mentality. Y'all see it, man. Levels to life and mentality. I want to read one off of this, but first of all, I know what made you want to do this book, but what made you have, or should I say, because I know you move around a lot, you do a lot of things, you do a lot of parties, you know a lot of artists, so you travel and hold them down, things of that nature. What made you say, I'm about to sit still and write this book? Because it's very important to do so.
My truth, man, my story. I got tired of just sitting with it inside of me. You know what I mean?
It was like, I got this explosion.
I got to put it out there. And not on top of that, I wanted to some way articulate what was happening inside my mind, what I was thinking. So I wanted to just bring it to film. And that's what led me to, creativity, thinking, how does this look on film? Right? How does this look? When you look at something like Oz and you take something like that,
right?
It depicted our story, but not as much as we can go. We can go further, right?
So this book is about to be
TV series.
A TV series.
Yeah.
Yes.
These things I'm developing and make it into the masses, because that's the only way to get the message out there, to me, to get our story out there the right way.
So Dame Dash, our brother Dame, come on now, you got first dibs on it.
Yeah, Dame did the trailer. Shout out to Dame.
Dame did the trailer.
He did my first
Dame
trailer.
Dash, our brother.
Yeah, man.
But Dame, he's a fair guy now. If a person like 50 Cent,
we gonna play big.
50 Cent call, 50 Cent, come on now.
That too. And that's what's crazy, because a lot of people don't understand. I don't want to do no YouTube. I ain't doing no Tubi. Tubi was going, Tubi $1 million? Ain't enough money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, bro? This ain't one of them low budget movies.
But I can't say that about Tubi. You got to look at McGraw Ave. They made $1 million in their first week.
That's what I just said. But I'd rather do my budget for me, myself. I'm thinking.
But if it makes sense, man. But it's up to you to actually negotiate what's going to make sense for you, though.
This ain't a Tubi movie. This is
no, but this
is Warner Brothers shit, man.
Yeah, but McGraw Ave is a series too now, though. But you still want it on that quality of a Stars, of a HBO is what you looking for, and that's why I say.
Holla at me, HBO Max.
Yeah, facts.
You know what it is, man. Holla at me.
So I want
to BET Plus, Paramount.
This right here is very interesting. As I was reading it, I'm gonna have to finish reading the book, bro.
As you should, man. It's a lot you're gonna take from it. Anybody that do dive into it, it's a lot you're gonna take from it, because it's all actual fact events. So it's like not like I sat there and made these things up, scenarios to go with, to capture people's attention.
So you told me there was no such thing as what you said the white man told y'all when y'all first came into the jail prison when you was doing your bid.
The difference between the state prison and the USP penitentiary. When you first get to the gang unit and the USP, that cracker told me it's 3 rules, man. The first rule, get you a knife.
Wow.
The second rule, get your paperwork.
Wow.
And your third rule, gentlemen, get you a knife. I swear to God.
Wow.
Nigga said, welcome to USP Hazleton. Have a good evening. So with that being said, I knew right then and there, man, what the fuck, where I'm at, man.
So what was your experience that you could let this youth know what it was like in that jail, and how old was you when you was in there?
Man, that shit.
Break it down to them.
I went in the feds at 27.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a wild experience, man. It is. It's everything you wanted to be, though. All that shit you want to get into, that bullshit you living out in the streets. Now you in with niggas that's active every day. So get active. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason to hold back if that's in you. If it's not in you, then go ahead and just go to church or, go to Juma and do the right thing. Whatever is in you is going to come out when you go to the feds. Because they're going to put you in a place where it's like, you're going to do this or you're going to do that.
Right.
But this is what it is. You only got two options. Penitentiaries, man, that shit is different, and it's ran accordingly. Like, the inmates want that.
Wow.
So it ain't gonna change.
So nobody get locked up for having a knife or nothing. You're not going to the hole for a knife.
FCIs, man, that's what dudes get it twisted at. Like, you in the pen, police know you got knives on you. They take them if they find them. But all that go to get a shot and go to the hole and all that shit, man, that's for FCIs, bro. In the penitentiary, man, they know what it is.
Level 7, y'all. Level 7. I want to read something real quick from something that caught me, man. And I want you to explain to them about this, but we're going to get into that. And this page 4 whenever y'all get his book, man. To myself and all those I met along this journey, we deserve to feel what peace of mind is about. I encountered so many setbacks and obstacles, but after every difficulty, there is a relief. This is my truth and nothing but the truth that I have lived and survived, never told or folded under pressure.
Straight like that.
You was 27 years old?
Straight like that.
Okay. Even when I watched others tell and fold on me.
I was 15 years old when I caught my first one.
Your first
I
one.
got told on into.
I followed a code. Notice the word code, y'all. We're going to get back into that in a minute if y'all watch my last episode with Miss T when she said there's no code.
Ain't no who?
No code. We're going to get into that in a second.
Jesus.
Right. I followed a code that only very few live by to this day, which introduced me to alchemy. We all must change because of its levels to life and our mentality. Rest in peace, Jalil. Rest in peace, Lee.
Rest in peace, little brother, man.
A.K.A.
Lee,
Diesel.
man.
Rest
Diesel,
in peace,
man.
G.R. Free
Diesel,
David
man.
Allen, A.K.A. Duke.
For real.
A true legend who paved the way and sacrificed his freedom by standing on the principles and morality of truth and innocence, yet suffering because he is a black king. And see, I wanted to read that off because I want people to understand, man, that there's always a code. It's been gone because of the fact of nobody get killed no more, which we don't want nobody to get killed. We want people not to hustle, sell drugs, and kill people to get caught up so you don't have to go and snitch. That's why I had to break that part down and understand the man sitting right next to me so y'all can understand his true thoughts of what you're about to read in this book right here. So I want you to break it down, and I want you to talk to the camera for me, man. Mm-hmm. And give it to the kids about some of your prison experiences with young cats that came in there. Some guys you might even had to save. Some guys you might even met in there to this day that changed their lives. And, you know, that is out here doing positive things and making things happen for the better, such as yourself. I want you to talk to the audience real quick, man.
What you're saying is absolutely true, man. Like, at the end of the day, it's a whole different world. You get what I'm saying? We don't really know that world. We don't know that world. They don't show us this shit on IG. They don't show us this shit on Viral or Facebook. They don't do that. But what's really happening is it's a world that they hide because so much goes on inside, man. It's a lot that, you know, they try to depict within movies, within film, but you can't really depict it if you ain't live it. Like, it's easy to speak about things and make things up. But when you get into the heart of it and you really experience it, it's something like you don't really want to experience and go through twice, man. It's uncalled for. It don't make you a tough guy to even go to a penitentiary or even go to jail, period. And that's the narrative. Like, you got a lot of programs out here that's pushing that, a change, a difference. Dudes that actually went through it, so they're here to show you and tell you that ain't no reason for you to go through it. Like New Direction, that's a program that come to my mind every time I speak about change or making a difference, because these are individuals and programs that made a difference in my life, man. So shout out to Tut 8, you know, all the whole family, man. You got females over there that's queens that really push you in the right direction. They really implementing it, putting their minds and creativity to it and just bringing to the whole picture. But when you look at the penitentiary life, it's a graphic that you really don't want to get into.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because
that's a
the
fact.
things you're going to see, the things you're going to go through.
That's a fact.
It's like streets, bro, in its own sense. Everything goes. It's a wild, wild west. So it's like whatever you want to experience, you're going to experience. My first day, I experienced a white boy getting burnt up. Literally burnt. I didn't know your ass can get burnt in jail.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? I watched him get burnt down to the ground, like gasoline.
Wow.
Real shit. All of he had a tattoo on his neck, and the tattoo wasn't supposed to be there. So, you know, when you behind the wall, there's certain gangs.
Right.
White boy, if you're a white boy, you're gonna be in one gang, that's it.
Right.
You know what I mean? The Aryan Brother Nation, that's that.
They
don't acknowledge,
that.
They ain't acknowledge none of it. Skinhead or nothing. Or they take your head off.
Wow.
So with that being said, he comes in, he got a green clover, like, you know
right.
what I'm saying, on his shit.
Wow.
They didn't accept that. So they told him, you gotta get that off, we're gonna burn it off.
Wow.
Man, I didn't know that, you know, and I learned this too in feds, in the prison system, in the penitentiary. What you say, you got to stand on.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's a fact.
So when he told them that, they stood on it. 24 hours later, man, I'm brushing my teeth in the morning. I see about 9, 10 white boys just come through the door when they open the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching them. I see them go up to his cell, the same white boy cell. And once they got up there, that was a wrap for him.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They threw nothing but straight. They threw nothing but gasoline on his ass, bro.
Wow.
Straight like that. I didn't even know you could do that. Like, I'm watching this shit unfold, how they did it. As soon as they got in the cell, he's still sleeping. It's like 5:30, 5:45.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still under the covers, man. They gushed his ass and then lit him on fire. And then they just stood in front of the door, so he couldn't run out the door. He trying to get out of that bitch on fire.
Wow.
I don't get out of there.
Wow.
I don't get out of there. He could have, I'm thinking to myself, he could have hit the toilet or something like that, got some water, but I guess.
That ain't gonna help though, bro.
Nah,
it
man.
might have helped his head.
The element of surprise is a motherfucker,
That's
bro.
a fact, bro.
And I watched him just like, that's it. Back and forth to it with no flames. I said, God damn.
Wow.
It's my first day here, man. I wake up in this shit.
Wow.
I said, yeah, this is hell, man.
Wow.
It's hell. I don't get no deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? So the things you experience walking into there, you realize, like, this grown man shit.
So tell them where we can get that book from, man.
Man, you gotta hit me on my DM, man. Hit me on OG_THE1, the legend. And you can just let me know where to ship it to, and I'll get it to you. We also giving out our free t-shirts, man. You get your level 7 t-shirt.
Oh yeah, but y'all can't
You know,
get this
level
one.
7
This
is a
one
movement,
mine's.
man.
This
shit
one
is a
mine's.
movement, man.
This mine's right here,
You know
brother.
what I mean? Shout out to the whole movement too, man. We worldwide.
This mine's
we
right
started
here.
from Jersey, you know.
It's
That's where we
going on my
stem
next
from, man.
episode. I gotta rock this one,
Of
man.
course, man.
Because you know this type of movement is what's necessary, and this is what I've been bringing, and this is what I'm gonna keep bringing, for real. And once again, it's a privilege for me to meet TMG Studios. This is powered by TMG Studios, and this is not a game. And you know, I spoke with them the other day, and they getting ready to back me 150,000% because of the things they doing.
Somebody got a charger.
And we getting ready to bring, that to the forefront, man.
Yeah, we have to.
We getting ready to bring that
You
to the
gotta bring
forefront.
everything here, man. That's what this shit is about.
So, this is what I want to do real quick too.
Yeah.
I want to. I gotta smoke. I gotta smoke. Let me see. Not what you smoking, brother. Not what you smoking.
I understand.
And he looking at me like, oh man, word. He's ready to say,
God
okay,
damn,
okay.
brother.
Nah, you know I can't smoke that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to start off with the Zoe pound.
Okay. Mazoo.
I know you are very familiar with Zoe Pound. I know those Zoe Pound is a brother to you.
Indeed. Shout out to Macazoo, man.
So
Shout out to
let's
Bruno
speak
Mali,
about
man.
that. Let's speak
Shout
about
out to Big B. You know, the whole little Haiti, man.
right.
All the real rights, man. My family, man. Welcome me with open arms every time I'm touched down or am I not in town. You know what I'm saying? It's just always love. So shout out to them first and foremost. Little
Right.
Haiti, man.
Right. And I had to bring that up because you hear about these brothers in whispers. You know what I'm saying? And they're highly respected. And I love the way people move in silence, highly respected, and don't poke their chests out or none of that. Those are the people that are to be respected. And, you know, we need to learn from people like that because you don't have to poke your chest out to get your message out. You don't have to poke your chest out to, you know, establish things out here in this world.
That's
So-
what a lot of these people is getting misconstrued up at, though.
Right.
Like, a lot of them, these dudes do that. They get the podcasters and they get these platforms and they poke their chests out, seems like. Instead of really just trying to direct us or lead us in a certain way, right? Or even bring one another on and each one teach one type mode, they
Right.
tend to just poke their chests out, man. And a lot of them, I think that's just really, it became a symbol of a way to just, it's like when you was bullied in school.
Right.
A lot of these dudes that's on podcasts, man, I learned that shit, Boost. Cause I know a lot of them.
Yeah, they
personally.
like the police. The
Yeah,
police
and then
was-
at the end of the day, they got bullied in school.
not all of them,
Not
though.
in school, but a lot of them got bullied in the streets. So now they made their transition into that podcast where they could shoot back at you and shoot you down because they got a lot of followers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But you can't take away what happened, though.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I start peeping that, man, and that itself made me like, I don't really want to fuck with too many interviews, man, and I ain't really too on that. Certain ones I do want to do on purpose, though, because it's like some shit getting out of hand with a lot of people. So it's like, damn, I'd rather just get that to you in your face, man.
Well, that's why I had to ask you, because I know those is your bros, and you speak highly of them
Indeed.
for a long time, and so I want that to be known. Mm-hmm. Brothers like that don't poke their chests out. They just they do them, and they move accordingly.
Yeah.
So now, speaking of podcast people, you broke a few things down to me about the Akademiks guy. I don't know.
Man, fuck Akademiks, man.
I've been watching this podcast.
Yeah, and fuck Joe Buddons, too. These two motherfuckers that claim they from Jersey, and at the end of the day,
Akademiks
like,
from Jersey?
Yeah, man,
what was supposed to be
from Mars, some motherfucking way. We ain't claiming him. He ain't from Jersey. Until they claim us, we won't claim them. Right. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. Like, fuck all that sucker shit, bro. If you
Joe
got a platform,
Jersey before.
Man, fuck Joe, too, man. He ain't on shit. How you claiming Jersey? What are you on? You on sucking other niggas' dicks, and you worrying about listening to another man's CD and criticizing his work, his art, how he feed his family.
Talking about
we ain't
Drake.
on that shit. He do that to everybody, man. Fuck that nigga,
right.
Man. You smell me? If you want to do something, you got an artist in the backyard in Jersey. Where you from? Jersey City. Right. Al be Al, nigga.
Right.
One of the hardest out. Right. You smell me, my brother?
Al be Al.
Yeah, if you want to critique something, critique good art.
We brought Al be Al to Raleigh, man. Al be Al had them singing his song, and that was, what, 4 years ago?
He don't want to critique that, though. But you want to critique everything else. So I don't respect him, man. I don't respect nothing about you. That's sucker shit, my nigga. That's at the end of the day, like, you can do things the right way. It's the right way and it's the wrong way to do shit. You're doing shit the wrong way, man. And you're doing it on girl time, so I can't support that shit.
Yeah. And I look at it as, I like to big people up when they doing things. And, if certain things don't sound right to me, and most people do it for shock value, algorithm value, and to bring attention to their podcast. If I got to do it on that note, I really don't want to do it. Yeah, I'm just the person doing the interview.
These two niggas that you got to understand, too, they can't come back around really. They can't come in certain parts of Jersey.
Oh, okay.
You got to understand that, too. These two motherfuckers, I repeat, you can't. They talk that shit. But you ain't going to come. If I give you an address, they ain't going to pull up on this part of Jersey. You see what I'm saying? Right. But they go to this part of Jersey, motherfucker. That don't count. They know and I know. You ain't coming your ass in certain parts because you ain't sit down and get your face right. So all that old podcast shit, have your followers, have your likes. But that don't mean the city embrace you like that, man. You can't. You gonna feel uncomfortable. You come around certain parts.
Right. So, what relationship, or not even relationship?
I ain't got
what interactions that you had?
Well, Akademiks, I've been on his ass, man. We've been on his ass. I say we because the family, like, you smell me. We've been on his ass, man. That's how we move, man.
What'd he do?
He did goofy shit. This was back in the day. My brother Al be Al, when he first got started rocking, right?
Right.
This country ass nigga got asked a question, Akademiks. They asked him, so, you from Jersey? He was just getting on. Then you got a lot of hot artists out there in Jersey. Mm-hmm. So who would you say is hot? This fat motherfucker gonna say, hot? I mean, I don't know, really know nobody in Jersey off the top of my head. Like, what the fuck you mean, homie?
Wow.
Yeah, what type of medicine you taking?
Really?
You dig? So we checked that right away. Now we start getting at him. He know the shit. You know the real, man. Gladiators, nigga. Don't act like you don't remember this shit. This is the truth. I ain't on that capping shit. I'm not on looking for followers or none of that. You can't go follow me, though, because I'm going to keep giving you the real. You dig? But on some real shit, bro. So we get at that situation, right? That fat nigga at DJing. See, nobody asked him why you became a DJ.
Right.
Why you became podcast. Before that, he was DJing in clubs in Jersey.
Right.
Remember the fat nigga.
Right.
Man, his ass got chased by one of them motherfuckers. Never again appeared. Never again. He went low for about a year.
Who chased him?
Gladiators chased him. Ain't no secret. Nigga, every blood in the city was on his fat ass, opening his mouth that way.
Wow.
You don't disrespect us like that.
Right.
How you don't know, bro? All this work, bro, putting in.
Right.
But see, you know him for the negative. They know him when he on the news or when he in the paper. Well, you don't know none of the positive he doing. You don't know about him feeding none of the communities and taking care of little niggas. So at that point, we realized, like, oh, he started then to try to get followers, and you did it trying to step on the city neck and pick someone from the city.
Right.
When they asked you, simple and plain, man. Then you got a lot of hot artists out in Jersey. Who you going to, I don't know nobody. Man, you tripping.
Well, when you brought Al B. Al down to Raleigh, You said, Boots, I got one of the hottest artists out of
Man,
Jersey.
my nigga fire,
and I'm
man,
like, well,
man.
let's do it. If you say hot,
You see what he came.
you don't mess with everybody.
No, I don't.
And when he came, you bought Money Man.
Shout out to Money Man, BC,
they came on their own. They drove all the way up from Atlanta just for you.
And they real dudes, solid, man. So their music speak for the heart. It speak for me. It speak for people like me, man.
Facts.
So that's why they don't get their rightful due respect. They don't
because
get
they
their
telling
rightful
stories.
Play. Yeah, man. They're not telling what you want to hear. The lies. We didn't grow up off lies, man. We grew up off our reality, and it is what it is. It ain't for everybody.
And I'm gonna say this: when Al B.I. was coming in, he had about 50 with him, 50 people with him, right?
You know how we coming, man.
And we was waiting for him, and the security tried to give him a hard time.
Let's get this understood, bro.
And his team.
Let's get this understood, bro, so I can make this right now.
Let's understood it then.
From Florida to Atlanta to Jersey to New York, anywhere we pop out at, my nigga. If you want to come with 20, we can come with 50. You come with 50, we come with 100. Point being is, ain't nobody fucking with us. And that's just on everything. The movement too strong. We do this shit. That ain't being arrogant. That's just calling a spade, a club, a club.
Well, I'm gonna just keep it 1,000 with you. When he came, he was in the front, and he had about 50 with him. And I don't know the exact number, but it was a lot. And he was standing in the front. Security was giving him a hard time, and his team was ready to act up. And first thing he was just like, "Nah, y'all hold." They respected. They respected what he was saying. And my point to what I'm saying to you is, he was humble as ever. And I ain't get to meet him. I was just standing there. That's my first time. I'm just watching what was going on.
A lot of
humble as ever.
Take kindness for weakness. And that's what it be leading to, man.
But the security, they respected how he was coming at them. And he didn't act all crazy. And he probably could have waved the finger and did whatever. Got that done, went in, got on stage. When it was time for him to get on stage, right? This is my point. When he got on stage, you introduced me to him.
Indeed.
You told me who he was. You told me that was a good look for him to come. When he got on stage, the crowd, he started singing his records, rapping his records.
They all knew.
The crowd knew this guy records, man.
You know, bro. Come on, man.
Yo.
Speak for a lot of people.
Yo, bro.
Speak that pain music,
and these
man.
people from North Carolina, and he from Jersey. So me, if somebody was to ask me who hot from Jersey, only thing I could say out of my mouth, because I seen it with my own eyes.
Indeed. So you see how we would take that.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying?
That's my
and
whole
that was
point.
Disrespect, bro.
That's my whole point.
He disrespected us. So at that point, it got to the point where it was like, you know what? All right, we're going to deal with your ass. But now we go to deal with him, he didn't want to meet up. Even bro was trying to sit down with him to this day. Like, they could sit down. That's my whole thing. They still try to use the negative and use it as we so
turn it into a positive.
Yeah, but we ain't on that. Yeah, that's innocent. We can be like that. But if we coming to you for business, do business. Bottom line is you in business to make money.
Right.
You ain't in business to judge me of how I am and how I can be. And what does that matter if I can make money? I can make moves. But now people are so judgmental upon how you are, right? That you don't even get your rightful due. You don't get what you rightfully deserve, man. Mm-hmm. And that in itself can be disrespectful. It can make your person just lose hope in their dreams. Like a person like Joe Budden that's always criticizing rappers. And for what, bro? They trying, my nigga. Rather they flunk or do good. They try.
It's a shock value.
Exactly, man. So it's like, damn, you ain't got to do that. But people do that. Why? Because, again, like I said, man, it gives them some type of comfort. It makes them feel like they some type of tough guy, man. Because, again, they're the same people that got bullied in the streets.
Right.
See? They got bullied. So they got to get somewhere. They're the same ones that whoop a woman ass. They're good Joe Buddons. I don't respect them for that. He be hitting all the women.
Yeah.
Man, Lanya, I want a match with him. I want a boxing match with you punk ass. That's what I want. I'm glad. What camera we on? Both, yeah. I want a boxing match with you, my nigga. They can give you the bread. Somebody want to sponsor this shit. Holla at me, Lamel Plumber. That's what this shit need to be on. What's that shit? Bad Boys East. We need a Gangsters East. Fuck the bullshit.
No, it's
that's
Bad
what we need.
Girls. It's bad.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to the Bad Girls. They doing what they do, but we need a Bad Boys. Not even a Bad Boys. That's that puff shit. We need a Gangsters East. And we need to do the boxing matches like that, Lamel.
Lemon Plumber.
Yeah,
that's
so all the
boy.
beats that we having with the podcasters and all this shit, Lamel, let's get this shit situated, bro. Let them, a lot of them get their ass knocked out. And once you get knocked out, the rule is you lose your podcast. That's it. Make them fight for that shit. Make them earn that shit,
He ain't
man.
gonna fight for that.
Make them, why not? Give them a check. He'll fight for the money.
Let me.
He'll fight for the money, $1 million cash. You don't think he getting it? He's still a man. He might can win. I ain't saying he gonna lose. I don't never take nothing from no one, right? But at the end of the day, he'll take that check. Get your ass in that ring, though, because you whooped that girl ass.
Let me plumber. That's my boy, man.
You need to make that call. Big Boots with the juice. See what I'm saying? This is why we call him Big Boots with the fucking juice. Who want to see this goddamn fight, y'all? This shit like Mayweather and goddamn
hey, Lemmy,
Mexican
man.
nigga.
Hit me up.
What the fuck?
Hit me up,
Lenny,
man.
let's go, Lenny. We
go.
can fuck Vegas up with this one, man.
Yeah.
I want Blueface, too. Hey, cuz, nothing personal, cuz, but I just want to see you, though. You dig? I do want to see you, too, because you be talking that shit. See, that's the thing with me, man. I come from a fucked up lifestyle, right? We fought, nigga. In jail, you fight. You ain't got no goddamn guns. You ain't got a bunch of your niggas. Shut the fuck up and fight. A lot of you niggas I don't think can fight, man. So y'all be hiding behind podcasts. Y'all hide behind police. If we do it legitimately, we can't get in trouble for whooping your ass.
Right, so we're going to take that as taking negative to positive.
There you go.
We don't have to take things to guns.
There you go. Let's put the guns down, man up. That's what we call it.
Right.
Guns down, man up. Right there, Lamel. Lamel, stop playing, man. What do you call him?
Lenny Plumber.
Lenny got that shit rocking with them bad girls.
Good dude, man. You know, Lenny did
Lenny smacking the shit out of each other.
he did our reality show.
Yeah.
Well, which is Dame Dash reality show. Birdman, which is Baby, Lil Wayne Pops.
Man, shout out to
Jermaine
Birdman,
Dupri.
man. Shout out to Bird, man. Bird,
Dame Dash, and Dame Dash brought us through
and
put us.
Fuck with Bird, man.
Yeah, they put us on the BET special. Came on every
Good
Tuesday
dude,
and all that, and it was the number one. It was the number one reality show. But I don't know what happened with the special. I mean, with the person that put it together. I think they got fired, so they didn't have a second season.
Yeah, I want that, though. I want that Joe Buttons.
But
ooh, that'd be light. That'd be fly. Light skin against brown skin, nigga.
But we gotta turn it into a positive too, bro.
That's positive.
Yeah.
You know how many women gonna love to see him get his ass whooped? That's a positive.
He might can take you now. I don't know now.
Ooh, that's what, see? Now if I get whooped, man, you gotta hop in. Hop in, bro.
I don't know now. Joe act like he ain't no punk now.
Joe said he got that. That's right. He was
and Akademiks said people been. He said something. He said something to some guy recently. Yo, man, I've been getting threatened all my life. I don't care. You just another one. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, and I ain't scared. Akademiks said it out his mouth, so I gotta break it down.
I'm gonna whoop his fat ass.
I'm just a messenger, man.
Positively speaking too.
Okay.
Now please add that.
No, that's what's up.
I'm gonna positively whoop his fat ass. You line that up, bro.
That's what's up. So before we go, man, I want to get into one other thing. Being that we was talking about code, and my last episode I spoke to Miss T, and like I'm always say, I like to stay on a positive note, and I like to, like I expressed to her about there is a code, and now you hit me up after you seen the interview, and you spoke about code in your book, and there is a code. But she says there's only thing about code now is expectations. And expectation and code, like I said, goes hand in hand. You expect your brother not to tell because he's going to follow the code. There's always a code. And nobody can never speak about nothing when it comes to code, snitching, nothing if you've never been in jail for somebody telling on you and took you away from your family. So we can never allow that and never allow that to be said. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people been in my ear was saying that she said she make $500,000 a day. I can't say that she would make $500,000 a day because I was around at that time outside heavily, and I know what it's like to make $500,000 a day. Real talk. And a person that was making those $500,000 a day plays, the streets start talking. Oh, yo, so-and-so, they got it now. They are the ones that's got it and got it. We would have heard about that. I haven't heard about her ever doing none of that, and this is no disrespect to her. And BET put it on, put a special on with her. A reality show or a mini documentary with her that comes on Tuesdays. How could you do that if y'all didn't fact check BET? BET, y'all got to check before y'all put somebody out there.
Nobody cares. That's the whole thing. Nobody cares.
It'll mess a BET brand up if it's not true.
No, it won't.
A lot of people not speaking about it.
Lies make money. Truth kill money.
Okay, well, when a police officer or a judge or a politician or somebody do something wrong to civilians, only way that it will get noticed and make people care is when everybody starts speaking about it. Now they want
money. Truth kills
money. No, that's a fact.
So that's all this world is running on, this money.
But a lot of people just not speaking out about it.
Yeah, and that was wrong, though. Like, at the end of the day, it is the code, though. It is expectation. It is all that shit. Whatever you want to say, it is.
That's a fact.
Right? But just because it's not in the individual itself.
Right.
Now, that's a whole different story.
Right.
And that's when it comes out when it's too goddamn late. When they sitting at the table and they can't handle the heat. Right. So now it comes out and they want to go outside of the morals and the conducts and the code. Right. At the end of the day, our parents told us don't snitch.
Yeah.
When you in the house, you couldn't tell your own goddamn sister.
Get out of here being a tattletale.
Thank you. So it still matches the same length when you look at it. Just because you grew up, it's still okay. We can use her word, expectations, right?
Right. That's a fact.
You don't expect for your brother not to be your brother's keeper. You don't expect your sister to be her sister's keeper.
That's a fact.
I mean, what are your expectations as a person? So it really comes down to that person.
Right.
You just really telling that you'll sell your motherfucking soul. That's all you're telling.
Facts.
And you making it seem like it's cool to tell.
Right.
That's a whole different topic now, but that's not cool.
Nah.
You're gonna shed the light on truth. But again, a lie gonna get you money.
Right.
So you're gonna expose a lie more than you would expose the truth, right? Because they bought into the lie.
Right.
Buying to the truth, ain't nobody buying to the truth that you selling. That's bullshit. The streets know it, but the crackers gonna buy into it.
The truth don't sound more interesting than a lie.
That's all, bro. And you can make up so many lies, man, as long as you're not being held accountable for it.
Facts.
You got enough to make a goddamn movie, TV series, TV show, and whatever else.
And nobody held her accountable for it, because a lot of people speaking about it, but they're not on the forefront saying it. And they'll probably say something to her in little Instagrams and all that, but they don't have no big platforms to say it because that probably would have came to a halt a long time ago.
Especially when you're using the culture.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I think Dame taught me about that. He did, man. It's culture vulture. Use a motherfucking culture vulture.
So you saying there's black culture vultures too?
Hell yeah, man. Vultures is black, ain't they? Them motherfuckers ain't white. I ain't never seen a white vulture.
Right.
A lot of them is black, just like the real birds, man.
You making a lot of sense right now.
They vultures, man. They take from you, man. You know what I mean? Vultures is out here in this industry. They don't care, man. Once you die, they gonna take what they can take from you and feed it to the people, and everybody gonna eat off that, and that's where the money coming at.
Facts.
And then you take a person like her, Miss T, that's what she did. I don't hate on you, love. Keep doing your thing. But it's just how you did it. I mean, goddamn, you couldn't find another goddamn way. I guess not.
Right, because there's other people that's in jail, that's away from their families.
That ain't cool, man.
And another person is
suffering for that foul shit you pull.
Yeah, and there's other men.
And they don't want to break down. No, they don't want to share no money. They don't want to cut no check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want to cut no check. They ain't want to come back and do what's right. You can still do right by that move. If you sit down and let it be known, like, okay, I did fabricate and stretch the truth a little bit, right?
Right.
And here goes my results, right? But you ain't gonna do that, man. You're gonna just leave families to suffer, niggas behind the wall, and they gotta watch this shit when it come on TV.
And they in there sick. Some of them rolling over in their grave that got killed behind a person that is snitching.
Their story.
And they out living life, but that person is in jail, you know, doing his time honorably, stood on and fell on his sword. And gotta hear a person make an excuse for it that never been in jail and nobody never told on them to take them away from their son, daughter, mother, and all of the above. That's not right, and it ain't fair, and real men like us is not standing for it, and we're gonna speak up. And if anybody out there that backs her up on that and is mad about it, y'all way out of line. That means y'all would do the same thing. And if y'all mad at me because I speak about it, then so be it. Y'all just be mad, man, because I'm going to always speak what's real. And I'll fall on my sword while I'm outside. And I'm going to stay outside when I'm speaking right. And that's just that, bro. But Street Knowledge Podcast, y'all know what it is. Your boy Big Boosie, make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that notification button. Hit them like buttons. Hit them like buttons, because we getting ready to go back into the algorithm, man. For real. I got one of the biggest. I got one of the biggest networks behind me right now.
This is why this is needed right here, man.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
TMG.
Shout out to TMG, man. They gave
networks.
us the platform, man.
Yeah, they behind me now, man.
people out there just doing all types of shit, man. It's like, come on, man.
Let's
stop this shit, man.
The home of street knowledge, and we only gonna bring y'all that knowledge.
Real,
and we got other podcasts that's here with TMG, and we're getting ready to broadcast them live. So y'all get ready, man. Y'all get ready. We about to do some big things right here in this studio. And don't let this one set fool you. Got plenty of them right here. TMG Studios, your boy Big Boosie, Street Knowledge Podcast. Make sure y'all hit me up on my IG, The Real Big Boosie, at The Real Big Boosie, BOOTSIE. So y'all get it twisted with Lil Boosie. Yeah. Respect the Lil Boosie all day long. Big fan. And make sure y'all hit me up on my Cash App, $ Bernard Riggin, RIGGIN. Y'all will see it in the description, man. I'll see y'all later. Street Knowledge Podcast, your boy Big Boosie and Big OG Ryder signing out. Make sure y'all hit them up and get this book.